Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Ayy, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Ayy, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show. Yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Yeet. Now, before we begin, I had meant to do this yesterday, um, because it happened yesterday, but a very dear special person um, that meant a great deal to me and my mom, and in a sense, the Hopkins family in general, um, crossed on over and earned her wings. Of course, I'm talking about Clifford's grandmother, Miss Murtis Crane, um,
Oh,
who lived a fantastic and beautiful life. I reached out to Clifford yesterday, sent him a long video. Hopefully, he'll have time to read it because, everybody grieves and mourns differently. But needless to say, the Hopkins family and Mercer's family, needless to say, both of our families adore each other, is an understatement because, I mean, my mom used to babysit Clifford's sister. Of course, both our grandfathers would literally sit there at the dining table and go back and forth to see who was the better of the two.
I can
Um,
imagine those games.
which turned into the same thing about what me and Clifford do in playing dominoes. But she is a very special woman who was beloved by everybody. Um, like I said, she loved us as we were her own, and my grandparents and mom and the same love her. So, um, to Mr. Dawson Clifford, I know you are going through the bears of emotions,
Yes.
but understand and know that God has every right to take back what belongs to him, we being his children, but understand that she had a very nice welcoming committee when she crossed over to the other side in glory.
Hmm.
As it says in the
Amen.
word, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Um, Rejoice in that. Now, that's not to say you're not gonna miss her. Cry because you love her. Cry because you miss her. But as you know, and sometimes we just need to be reassured of this. Hey, Unc. But understand and know that it is only see you later. It is not goodbye. It is never goodbye.
Nope.
Understand what made Murtis her essence, the fiber of her being, that didn't die, that never will die, that
Preach.
forever lives. But just know here, we love you, and
Indeed.
you do not have to grieve alone. Anytime you want to vent, you know where to find us. But I wouldn't be me if I didn't take time to, give a tribute because, like I said, she is a very special woman that meant a lot to our family. And she will be missed, but I know for a fact that my grandparents, along with her mother and Mr. Roy, be like, "Ah, finally made it. Welcome home." So, just wanted to do that quick tribute real quick.
Well
So,
said, brother. Well said. Hey, perfect. Perfectly said, man. Condolences, English professor, man.
I know it's not easy. But real quickly, before we get into what happened in Arlington, Texas, um, Bob Arum is trying to get our hopes up, folks, because supposedly, um, there is some news in the works that perhaps, possibly, we could possibly have a fight between Teofimo Lopez and Boots Ennis somewhere in the near future in 2025. Now, again,
Bring it.
hence why I said they're trying to get our hopes up. I know this is something that Bob Arum is trying to accomplish. I know that Teofimo is under the Top Rank banner under Bob Arum. I think Boots is under PBC. I don't know. But
So cross branding.
yes. He's trying to plan for this in March of next year at the Mecca that is Madison Square Garden.
Excuse me.
But for Ennis, he's supposed to be he might be proposed in a 154 fight against Virgil Ortiz Jr. for the interim WBC belt in that division. But right now, Arum is trying to plan for a bout between Teofimo and Boots to where if it was to happen, that would be a very, very intriguing fight. And certainly, that is a fight that boxing fans would be great aiming to see in that particular instance. So just keep your eyes to that. If anything develops, we definitely will let you know, and hopefully we will get in contact with our boxing insider, our good friend Kevin Perry, to give us some more insight if there is any insight on that. So
we just got to get him on the show, period.
Yeah. Also, we forgot to mention a couple of days ago that Emmanuel Navarrete defended his title in a brutal fight, but he gave Oscar Valdez a brutal body shot to retain his WBO junior lightweight title. I mean, body shots are brutal, folks. Ask Oscar De La Hoya about a body shot that Bernard Hopkins gave him. I mean, like
he literally said, "Ouch."
Yeah, to where you have the will to get up, but your body won't let you. That's what happened.
Oh yes,
it happened in round number 6. And
interesting.
Once the body shot happened, that's a different shot.
Forget about it.
Fight. Hold on.
Just forget about it. Once.
I don't want to. Give me the one I want. I don't want that one. Give me this one.
What you say it must do?
Speaking of which, congratulations to Kenny Bayless on being inducted into the National Boxing Hall of Fame.
I'm glad you caught that.
But yes, his famous saying, "What I say and what I say you must obey."
Must obey.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah. Just looking at how it happened, it's always the second reaction that always gets you. It's not the initial reaction; it's the second after it takes a marinade. After you get, you're like, "Oh, what just happened here?"
I just got baptized. That's what happened.
I mean, it was straight, right at the midsection, near the ribs, and Valdez just said, "You know what just happened here?" And he just could not get up. I mean, it was a clean shot to the body, and just, yep. Doesn't matter how much in shape you're in. If you get hit there,
that's pretty much you get hit anywhere. That's in a vital spot. Going down.
That's all she wrote. But Navarrete retains his title, and we will see what is up next for him.
Tremendous boxer
in the junior lightweight division. Hitchens wins the IBF title wins the IBF junior welterweight title. Won that in a split decision victory over Liam Pardo that took place in old San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hitchens is now 19-0 with 7 KOs, and he is the lone champion that comes out of the BK of Brooklyn, New York. Wow. Hard to believe, because we all know that Brooklyn has a tremendous lineage of heavyweight champions.
Yes, they do.
Of course, one famous one goes by the name of Mike Tyson, and that's all I need to say about that.
Ain't too much got to say much after that.
Yeah, of course, coming up in 2 weeks on the 21st, the rematch for the undisputed world title between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Of
You
course,
know,
taking place in Saudi Arabia.
they always drop these fights when I'm at work.
Of
I can
course.
never be. That's all right.
Well,
Like I
actually, you know
said,
what? No, actually, you know what? It'll probably be early in the morning anyway, so you possibly could watch it.
oh, it's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, they're good with that. But even if it wasn't that, if it wasn't that way, the
Mm-hmm.
streaming service that, like the streaming service that I have now, I can watch on my phone. So
Baby.
yes. Yeah, see, I was trying to tell you, man, this just it ain't just about getting it. You can watch this stuff on your phone and you can stream it if you have like you can stream it from our phones to a smart TV.
Well, there you have it. So yeah, just want to give you a few news on the news and notes in the world of boxing, but hopefully, um, that fight between Boots and
I mean, they need a fight like that because I'm sick of
yeah,
Jake the Paul brothers just sitting here trying to
yeah,
well
yeah.
one has invaded my male soap opera and he has grown on me. The
Oh
other
no,
one is trying to box, but he needs to actually box a
oh no,
boxer and someone close his age. What? Oh no, what?
no. I'm saying Logan Paul starting to grow on you. Oh no.
I mean, well, what the fuck's a Bad Bunny? He grew on me.
Well, they're both athletic. So
So
the
yeah, there's
Sharks, uh,
they play tomorrow or today.
yeah, but they made a trade as they have traded Mackenzie Blackwood
I
to the
didn't get no
Colorado
damn that.
Avalanche, and the Avs received Blackwood and for Giovanni Smith from the Sharks in exchange for Alexander uh,
Excuse me.
Geogrev and rookie Nikolai Kolovino and a 2025 fifth round draft pick and a 2026 second round pick, and the Avs will retain all of Geogrev's salary. Kind of interesting. I mean, Blackwood. I don't know if he was going to be the goalie of the future, but he had some great moments as a Shark. Um,
Indeed.
I mean, it's interesting to see that. But
So nothing to
also,
scratch our head over is what you're saying.
no. I mean, Blackwood was a pending free agent anyway, so he was in the final year
Ah,
of a 2 year deal. So,
okay.
in a sense, for the Sharks, this was the smart move. Get some draft
Get some
capital,
capital.
and
There you go.
basically, you know, see what you can there. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, really not to pay attention to the record, but the Sharks, you're seeing the development of these young Sharks, and hopefully in
Well,
a year or two they'll start
what
being
did
competitive.
what did we
So
say, brother? We this season with the new front office, they're rebuilding.
yes,
They are starting from scratch.
which
So
took too long to happen, but it's finally happened.
agreed. And some of the games they have won, we're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this young team put up what 8 goals on somebody.
Mm-hmm. On Seattle, yes.
They beat LA, and that's a good
Mm-hmm.
thing. Whenever you
Mm-hmm.
beat LA, I don't give a damn what team you are. Beating LA is
Mm-hmm.
always a good day for me. But they beat a good team in LA. They've beat some good quality teams, so you see it. Like you say,
Yeah.
you see the potential of what can happen.
They shut out a very solid New Jersey Devils team that has 18
Thank you.
that has 18 wins, and that was a one
And they're
nothing
getting
shutout.
young.
Yeah.
They're getting younger, in which they needed
Like I
to.
said, Celebrini is the future without question.
Agreed. Agreed.
He
Agreed.
he is him, Celebrini, Eglin. They're your two guys, and
Yes.
Smith. They're the
Yes.
guys to build around. So you got those three guys to build around. Now you just got to figure out who the goalie is going to be, and then
Yes.
just got to bring it all
Go from
together
there.
and
Just build. Yeah.
indeed go from there. Were there? Yeah. There were 3 games on the ice today. Red Wings beat the Sabres in a
Only one
shootout,
basketball
6-5.
game today, too, though.
Blackhawks beat the Rangers 2-1, and the Canadiens in the shootout beat the Ducks by a final score of 3-2. Even though Mizzle touched on it last night, the Warriors' defense clamped down on the T-Wolves late in the second half. As Curry had his number 30, um, AE had 27, but it was Buddy that came back to life
Yeah.
with 27. But again, I've said this I don't know how many times about Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney just always seems to be there when you need him. Like I said, now definitely he's not going to get his jersey number retired. He's not going to get a statue. But I'm just telling you, Kevon Looney has been a very solid, important Warrior during this Warriors run under Steve Kerr.
Well, that's why he also got the contract extension, and you can
Yes.
see that he's all in because he dropped a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, he knows his role.
Real slim.
He
Yeah,
knows
well,
his
definitely
role.
that. But I still need my man to work on his hands.
Dunk the ball, damn it.
I mean,
Dunk
we've
the
been
ball.
saying that since Kevon Looney has been on this roster.
True.
If the man get his hands together, good Lord, watch out.
Yes.
But yes, it's been a few pick and rolls, and you're like, it looks good. Don't pass it to Stone Hands.
Yes, but as mentioned, there was one game in the association tonight. The Knicks up north in Toronto, Ontario, beat the Raptors 113-108.
Boy, Karl Anthony Towns was talking big stuff today on the court.
Well, he had 24, 15, and 6.
So you can talk a little mess.
Yeah, you can talk a little bit when you do that. Brunson had 20, Bridges had 23, Anunoby had 14, Hart had 10. And here's the thing, folks: the Knicks only had 8 suited up tonight.
They were undermanned.
Yeah, only suited 8, and everybody that played scored, and they had to because they beat the Raptors only by 5, 113-108.
They must got a day off tomorrow.
Despite the fact that R.J. Barrett scored 30 for Toronto, albeit for not in a losing cause. Yeah, so.
Wait, R.J. Barrett plays for Toronto?
Yeah, that's how. Who do they get from Toronto? That's how somebody became a Knick because they traded R.J. to Toronto. But I forgot who the player was though.
That probably was something that didn't register pretty tough in the brain.
So
surely.
So we have I forgot this is the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup this week. I forgot. Oh God.
You know what? If there was ever a time that I wanted a team to lose of mine that I root for, it's for the Warriors not to win this damn thing. I don't want it.
Well, they play the Rockets in the quarterfinals on Wednesday. So, tomorrow, both games on TNT are the quarterfinals of this BS NBA Cup.
Have anything to do Wednesday? I'll be definitely.
First game is the Orlando Magic taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on the second game...
What sucks for the Magic is they are down 2 of their star players that were about to change this whole franchise.
Oh, my goodness.
And so this game is not even going to be probably interesting to watch because
and here's the thing about that though, they don't have Paulo Banchero, and they don't have Franz Wagner, and they're 17-9.
They're still playing good. Didn't they just beat somebody too?
Yes. Who they beat?
So I might take that statement back. They might play some good basketball.
They beat Phoenix. They split the home and home with Philly, and came back and beat Phoenix. Now, granted, yes, Durant. I don't think Durant played, but still, they beat Phoenix.
Devin Booker was still out there.
Oh yeah. Well, now since Franz and Paul have not been there, now Jalen Suggs. Yes, that Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga. Yes, that Jalen Suggs, folks.
Who Gonzaga? I can't believe let Kansas come back and win that.
Yeah, but now he has picked up the slack for Orlando, since now he's become the main scorer. But I mean, they have done some things, and
well, the past two seasons, if you've been keeping up with the Mizzle and Dub show, I have been high on the Orlando Magic. They have been my sleeper team.
And right now they're living up to that. And this is losing two of their best players to injuries. I mean, they both will be back.
Coaching.
Yeah, very good coaching. And that plays a big part. And then in the nightcap, a fantastic matchup later on tonight. The Mavericks and the Thunder in OKC. Always a fun time when you see SGA and Luka Doncic get together on the court. Then, of course, Wednesday, one game was on ESPN, the other was on TNT. The ESPN game from the Mecca, Hawks and the Knicks, as mentioned, in Houston. Warriors taking on the Rockets, and then a 3-game slate on somebody's personal holiday, which will which be named nameless. Yeah, some guy celebrating a holiday.
I think he's hella bright too.
That's what the rumor is. But we'll come back to that. But very interesting game tonight or last night on Monday night in Arlington, Texas.
Was it really?
Yes, because of just certain things
you got footage of Michael Parsons crying on the sideline, looking like LeBron James. Yes, I said it. Looking like LeBron James. You're muted, brother. Unmute yourself.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. But I mean, like I said, it was really a back and forth game.
Actually, it was. Honestly, it was a good game. Not.
But
until you say somebody has to say Peter, I might have missed that.
The Arlington Cowboys just showed why they are 5-8 on the season, because as competitive as they were against the Bengals, you block a punt. Yes. And keep in mind, this is under 2 minutes. You block the punt. You were going to be in plus territory, and you possibly could have wasted clock and possibly steal a victory and win your third straight game. But instead, you cue the spirit of Leon Lett.
Oh, no. Are we talking Leon Lett Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills?
We're talking Leon Lett Thanksgiving Day against the Miami Dolphins in the snow.
Oh,
or they blocked the kick, and Leon Lett touched the ball. Cowboys blocked the punt. Somehow it hit on a Cowboy. Bengals get the ball back, and promptly, of course, Joe Burrow finds Jamar Chase, and I don't need to say what happened after that. Jamar Chase.
I'm shocked that play has not been put on Facebook. I have not seen it. I have not seen highlights of the game at all.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And it sucks because Rico Dowdle ran the ball very well again tonight. 18 carries for 131 yards. He has ran the ball very good the last few weeks. Finally coming into his own in the run game. Sedarius, 6 catches, 93 yards and a touchdown. But again, the combination of Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase just it's special.
I mean, didn't they play with each other in college?
Yes, they did. So I mean, it's no, I'm not shocked, but just
no, I'm not even shocked. I'm not saying the shock thing. I was just saying more of the Cincinnati front office is very smart to get the quarterback and then go get his wide receiver that he played with. You know, that's
factual.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Jamar Chase.
Now, it may not work out for every team that might try to do that, but it sure has worked out for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, it has definitely worked out. It has definitely worked out for Mike Brown's football team. But Jamar Chase, 14 receptions.
Ooh.
177 yards.
I thought with at least 14, he probably would have had two bills. But okay, I'll take those numbers though. What 2 tutties?
2 tutties.
But I'll take the tutties though more than I'll take the yards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, but Bengals and Cowboys with identical records at 5-8. Burrow throws for 369 and 3 TDs. Cooper Rush threw for $183 and 2 TDs. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys showed why they are the Cowboys and struggled to not stay away from the ball, which is why I said on my post, this is why you yell Peter, Peter, Peter if the ball is blocked or it's a shank or it's a block kick. You get away.
Yes.
You don't touch the ball.
No. You get away, clearly.
You get away. You get away.
They teach you that in Pop Warner. Because guess what? I play Pop Warner, so.
Yes. Now I'm trying to find the play.
Well, they don't tell us to say Peter, Peter. They just tell us to get away from the ball.
Yeah. But in the pros or in the NFL or, you know.
All the good stuff?
All the good stuff. Prepare yourself. I found it. Oh, baby.
You talking about the Dallas Cowboy play?
Yes. Snap.
Okay.
And then, of course, it was also on one virtual ESPN. It was the Simpsons hologram game where Homer was playing quarterback for the Cowboys and Bart was playing quarterback for the Bengals.
I did see that.
And there was a Simpson animated Stephen A. Smith. Dear God.
Yes,
why?
I did see. Didn't even look nothing like him.
No. Definitely was his voice, for sure.
Yeah, the voice for sure, but let's see.
As he is now watching.
It says it's unavailable. Somebody must have took it down. Oh wait, no, here we go.
It's from the NFL.
I got it. Okay, blocked it. Touched it. Oh. I mean, I know my team is bad. I don't have room to talk or say anything to pretty much anybody that I know that has a fan of the association of football. Can't say nothing to you. Can't say nothing to my wife. Can't say nothing to Steelers fans, even the little Charger fans that I know. Nope. What you got to say, little man? Nothing. We suck.
Well,
but yeah, you don't do that.
You don't. You don't do that. No, you absolutely don't do that.
No. Or if you're gonna do that, make sure you damn well know you're gonna get it.
Or just be like Ludacris, move, get out the way.
Oh no.
But no. You decide to let Jamar Chase get the ball and go sideline to sideline and basically win you the game. But, I mean, hey.
But you know what, though? Normally, the shoe is on the other foot. That's something that how the Bengals have been losing.
Mm-hmm.
So now, finally, not saying that the Cowboys have been playing that way, slightly they have. But the Bengals have always, the offense has been doing what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
In some way, the defense is just not making that stop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your quarterback and wide receiver are putting up high numbers and you're losing.
Yeah. I mean, you certainly cannot blame Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and doing what they do.
Correct.
I mean, you just can't. I mean, they have been, Joe Burrow, right now, as it stands, Jamar Chase is in line to win the wide receiver triple crown. Receptions, yards, and touchdown passes. And, of course, the last guy to do that was Cooper Kupp.
That was not that long ago, too.
I think it was their Super Bowl season when Cooper Kupp did that.
You might be right.
So,
Right.
so there you have it. Which again, and I forgot to talk about this, but it it was perfectly said on my post when I said it. Normally, when you doink, you miss it, unless you play for the Kansas City Swifties.
I just
Because,
can't believe this team.
but here's what I don't get, and Harbaugh should know better than this, but you. Yes, I know the Swifties have played a lot of close games this year, and they have found ways to win them. But howbeit, you can't keep settling for field goals and kissing your sister, especially against Mahomes,
Oh,
because, again, I go back to that last play before the field goal to where the Chargers defender had a chance to tackle Mahomes, and he whiffed. And, of course, Travis Kelce is just sitting there naked in the zone, open, to which we keep asking this question, how does 87 keep being open on these key situational plays? And
I want to backtrack on what you said about the whiff. I think some of these players are scared to hit Patrick Mahomes more than they want to whip. They don't know if he's going to slide or if he's going to try to get those extra yardage. So it's difficult. And the reason why I say that, because if you looked at the game that my team played, when Aiden O'Connell got pushed, when he clearly threw the ball, no flag. Now, if that was Patrick Mahomes, bro, you just saw the fans throwing flags out there. It'd have been mustard all over the field.
yeah, it would have been a whole lot of mustard on the grass. You're right, but
the Chiefs have the Chiefs have been getting by though, and I'm starting to ride your train about they may not, but it's almost like if they are winning it this way, what's to say when they get into the playoffs, it just all comes together.
And that's a very valid point. A very valid point. But again,
and that's not me saying I want them to three-peat, because damn it, I hope they go out in the first round. Wait, do they got the best record in the AFC?
Yes.
No.
Which is
they are the
why
1 seed again.
right now, yes. Which is why that loss by the Orchard Park Bills to the Inglewood Rams is crucial. It was a bad loss for the Orchard Park Bills, because you mean to tell me Josh Allen. Now keep this in mind, folks. Josh Allen ran for 3 touchdowns, threw for 3 touchdowns. The Bills scored nothing but touchdowns in that game. They scored 6.
Still lost.
Lost by 2 points.
How's that possible?
Because the Rams defense could not stop Matthew Stafford, because Matthew Stafford was cooking. Stafford was 23 of 30 for 320 and 2 TDs. Then not to mention...
And wait, good luck Thursday, brother.
Well, only have to worry about Puka Nacua, because Cooper Kupp did get hurt against the Bills and didn't come back. Which, unfortunately for Cooper, he just seemed to can't stay healthy.
Well, that ain't saying much. If Puka Nacua is still cooking, Sam gonna find him. Bradford gonna find him.
I
mean, Stafford's gonna find him, not Bradford. What am I thinking?
Again, I'm not disagreeing. Now, by no means am I saying this is going to be a tough... Well, hell, my team should have beat them the first time if Ronnie Bell catches the doggone ball in Inglewood back in week 3. because you shouldn't be blowing 14-point leads like they did, like they did in Week 3, against the Rams. But here we are. But I mean, we shall see. We shall see what happens. Possibly in Gene Stadium. There is a possible chance that Dre Greenlaw might be activated and might be playing in this game. So we shall see. We don't know yet.
Hey, so, question I have for you real quick before we move on. Why are you not going to Legion Stadium on Monday?
This upcoming Monday?
Next week.
Oh, when Atlanta plays the Falcons? I mean, when Atlanta plays the Raiders?
You mean when Kirk Cousins gets his shit together? Yeah, why you not going to that game? The tickets should be decent enough.
if they don't oversell them,
who overselling?
You know how fans are.
I mean, they only got. You can negotiate with a Raider fan right now, probably for a ticket, depending on where it's at.
Okay, well, if I'm just
sell that ticket.
Well, if I'm just trying to get one right now, if I'm just trying to get into the stadium, it's only $133.
See, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. And like I said, there really is no bad seat in that stadium per se.
Well, you've seen more football games there than I have.
I have.
So, just wish I had my own private jet because I would come to that game.
Well, we can borrow Vince McMahon's.
Why would I want to do that?
He ain't got no use for it anymore. Or ask Triple H to borrow it.
That's true, but the gas and the maintenance on that thing.
No, I'm sure. I am sure.
That's why I would never want a boat. I mean, you can get the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think about the long haul when you buy this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maintenance. No. Hell, bad enough I got to keep maintenance on the car I drive.
True.
Let's talk. No.
True. Factual. Very, very factual.
All right, my bad. I drifted off. Get us back to sports, brother.
No. I mean, it's a very valid point. And it sucks because you would love nothing more than to have a nice private jet and just go as you please. I mean, if I had that, I'd be making more surprise appearances in the Golden State if that was to happen. Just randomly, just randomly be like, "How you doing?"
Right, and I just be like, you know what? Vegas, pew. What's happening? How you doing? So yeah, I understand.
But in the thick of things here, as we just mentioned, all the bowl matchups have been set.
And you know what? I'm hearing some people. I've been reading. Some people don't like it. Like these games are whack, and you must don't like football because I don't give a darn what's played or who's playing when it comes to the bowl game, like the major ones. But these little bowl games that are the side ones,
I
don't care who's playing. I'm watching football.
You know what? I might go watch UNLV and UOP play on Saturday at the Thomas and Mack.
Are we talking a little basketball?
Talking about some college basketball, yeah.
You mean the University of Pacific where graduated from?
Yes, the good old Tigers from Stockton, California, taking on the Running Rebels of UNLV. Yes.
Wait. No, I think just Uncle Bobby just went there. I'm trying to think, who else do I know that went there? I think I know somebody else that went to UOP. I just can't think of it right now.
Well, we know Hugh Jackson played quarterback at UOP. That we do know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Factual.
We do have Army and Navy coming up also on Saturday at noon, high noon. Army coming in at 11-1, a conference champion. Navy coming in at 8-3. To which, again, I don't know how Army does not qualify for the plot being a conference champion, but we already had that discussion.
What's their see now? I'm gonna be what's the somewhat of a Judas. What was their strength of schedule?
I don't know.
That's probably why they didn't get in. Now, who could you have moved out? I don't know. I see everything as a good matchup, slightly entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they mainly play their conference. They play Notre Dame. I mean, Army really didn't have no cupcakes, per se.
Did they beat Notre Dame or Notre Dame destroyed them?
No, Notre Dame laid the smackdown when they both were ranked teams.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you think the committee did not look at that?
I'm sure they did. Well, I will say this: I am very intrigued by their Independence Bowl matchup against Marshall. I mean, that's two teams with 10+ wins on the season. So Army and Marshall in the Independence Bowl is very intriguing to me.
But that's a good matchup.
I agree. No, there's a lot of good bowl matchups that intrigue me. As for some reason, okay, look here. We're not doing this right now. You stay on and you listen to me. They ain't doing no poltergeist horror movie stuff in here. Ain't doing that stuff. No, I mean there's a lot of good bowl matchups. But I piggyback on what you say. I mean, the matchups are, but you just don't appreciate good football. And plus, some bowl matchups give you some unexpected great results.
Exactly. That's the reason why it's bowl season.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like when you watch the NCAA tournament. Do you pretty much argue about that one? I don't think pretty much nobody argument when it comes to the basketball tournament. But you see that one team that you thought that should not be there, and they go off and shock the world.
Absolutely.
Now, they may not win another game after that. But it's like, this is the reason why they play. That's how I feel about these ball games. It's football. I love football. You love football. If you love football, watch football.
Well, it might be even cheaper to go to the game against the Jaguars.
Wait, the Raiders? Are we playing that? Oh, because we did play the Carolina. We did. No, wait. We did play.
You're right, the Panthers.
But no, that's the NFC South. I'm trying to see how we're playing the AFC South. How's that coming to? This must be one of them toss-in games.
It might be.
Wait, the Jaguars are coming to Vegas?
They are, yeah.
All the love that took DeAndre to go see that game. Well, at least he did get to see them. I don't know if he remembers it. Well, no, he does. We closed out the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm. The final game of Oakland 2.0, yes.
Hey, got up out of there right on time because that's when they were starting to try to rip up every damn chair.
I believe it.
Yo. Once the Jaguars did something, I looked at the kid. I'm like, hey, let's go. Because I know it's going to happen. It's the last game. You know what? I paid an Uber from the Coliseum back to Fairfield.
Wow.
Because we had missed the train, and it was like stupid. Nope, forget it.
Oh.
It wasn't that expensive.
Do I really want to do this?
Do it.
But I don't want to see USC in the Las Vegas Bowl again.
Oh, you did say that. You already saw that. then don't do it. Go see the Jaguars and Raiders, or go to Monday Night Football.
I don't want to see those hideous alma mater uniforms that they wear.
It ain't about seeing the hideous armada. You going to a Monday Night Football game.
Don't you scream at me.
Hey, go to the gym, John.
Although that would be, but no, but actually, you know what? Seeing the A&M 12s 11 person, that's intriguing to me.
Okay, well, yeah.
No, I just want one ticket, you numbnut. One.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
What game are you looking at?
Las Vegas Bowl tickets.
How much?
To sit in the lower section, 144. That's not bad.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, I gotta get paid first, otherwise I would.
Well, I mean, I understand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Row number 2? Oh, yes.
Yeah. So look at when we totally stopped talking about sports to find out Las Vegas Bowls tickets and how much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, well, this would be my third Las Vegas Bowl game, that's for sure. So.
Yeah. No bowl games near this guy. Can't get there.
You've been to one, though. The Emerald Bowl.
To
The Emerald Bowl. Emerald Bowl.
Bowl.
At the big phone booth.
Yeah, but you know what? I've mentioned this on probably a previous show, and I've said this before. I have seen my little big brother's college football teams more than I've seen my own team live. I've seen the U more than I've seen. That's crazy.
He's like, damn it, I'm tired of it.
I was this close to going and seeing when they played Oregon in that BC when the BCS did that final.
The playoff, yeah.
When they started the playoff, yeah. I just didn't have the funds.
Netflix will build a $903 million mega studio in New Jersey. Wow.
Yep.
And just what?
You see what 50 Cent did, right?
Yeah, studios in Louisiana, all over Louisiana. And again, just watching Micah Parsons' reaction again is priceless.
I told you, looking like LeBron James. Am I lying?
No.
Hey, don't that look like that when the Cavs were playing the Warriors and he did to J.R. Smith?
Mm-hmm.
That's Micah Parsons right now.
Well, folks, technically it was yesterday, but 40 years ago yesterday, folks, the great Eric Dickerson, who still holds the record. No. This is when he was a Los Angeles Ram, when he ran for 215 yards to break OJ's record, which, of course, Eric Dickerson finished the season with 2,105 yards total rushing, which is still the single season record in NFL history.
When it goes, what AP got it? Did Jamal Lewis? No, Jamal Lewis didn't run for 2,000 yards, did he?
He ran for 2,000. Yeah, Jamal Lewis did. Chris Johnson did.
Oh, I forgot Chris Johnson did. So did AP get 2K?
Yes.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson is the closest to even thinking about breaking ED's record.
How close was he?
Okay, so the record is 2195.
Yep.
Or 2105. Terrell Davis, Adrian Peterson was 2,097.
Trying to do nope, can't even think of the math right now. So he's too. Oh, and that's right. Terrell Davis.
Adrian Peterson was 8 yards away from tying, 9 yards from breaking it.
How does he not get 9 yards?
Derrick Henry was the last with 2027.
2K.
So Derrick Henry 2020, Adrian Peterson 2012. So 8-year gap between Derrick Henry and Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Another Tennessee Titan, Chris Johnson, ran for 2006 and 2009. Jamal Lewis in 2003 ran for 2066. Of course, Terrell Davis 2008 in 98. Barry Sanders 2053 in 1997. Of course, Eric Dickerson 2105, still the record. And of course, in a 14 game season, Orthal James Simpson with 2003. You know what?
That should be the standard right there for OJ because it was less games played.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That means that man was killing.
Mm-hmm. No pun intended.
I do like that list. But listen to that list though. That's a nice list.
Mm-hmm.
The 2Ks. Especially when you got Barry Sanders on there. And if you ain't seen Jamal Lewis run, then look him up. Jamal Lewis was a running back.
Only 8. Okay. And that's talking about not even Sweetness himself did that.
Nope.
Not Emmitt Smith. Nope. Not who some might say might be the greatest football player ever to live in, Mr. Jim Brown didn't do that.
Nope.
Tony Dorsett didn't do that. John Riggins didn't do that.
Nope. Marcus didn't do it.
Marcus Allen didn't do it. Herschel Walker didn't do it.
Nope.
Roger Craig, Marshall Faulk,
nope.
Earl Campbell, Franco Harris.
Andrew James didn't do it.
Sean Alexander. So, I mean, there have been a lot of great backs.
So, just to be 8, it's only 8 it's been done?
8.
You
8
walk
times.
around like, bro, you walk around.
And I mean, currently,
like Pablo Sandoval hitting 4 home runs in the World Series. That list ain't that long either.
No, it's not. It's George Herman. It's George Herman Ruth.
Yes.
Reginald Martinez Jackson.
Yes.
Albert Pujols.
Yes.
Pablo Sandoval.
That's it.
4.
You
and Babe Ruth did it twice, but only 4 men. 4 men in the long history of the World Series hit 3 in one World Series game. And currently, right now, Saquon Barkley is your leading rusher in the NFL, and he's at 16-23.
Yeah, well, he ain't hitting 2K. He's not hitting 2K. But he's going to win the rushing title for sure. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought up the.
Well, he's 400.
Whoa. Before we touch on that, because it's here right now. The dysfunction between wide receiver and quarterback.
Are you talking about Tyshawn Raekwon?
No. I'm talking about AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. You
well.
Yeah.
I did, and Trevor and Jason Kelsey kind of went a bit on a tangent with that.
Oh. Did he?
He did, but here's the thing. Yes, it's not clicking, but you've been winning. You've won what, 9 straight now? Okay, and the only reason why we're not talking about Jaws is because the damn Lions have won 11 straight. Otherwise, we would talk about the Eagles being the hottest team in the NFL, next to the Lions.
Did we both pick the Lions to get to the Super Bowl in our non-homer picks?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, we did. Yes, you and I did.
I think I still stand.
I was picking the Lions as my non-homer pick regardless, just because they're right there. And
They and see that's why you see I think we kind of harped on this a little bit last night edition, but you know what? We're ESPN it right now. I think they got a taste of it like a shark.
oh, they smell it.
You get
They smell
they
it.
smell that blood.
They smell it, and they want it. And not to mention, they're getting some reinforcements on defense back.
Can I ask you this question? I'm gonna ask you this question, brother.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna ask because I know I can. Um, do you think Dan Campbell learned from what he did in the NFC Championship game in Santa Clara, just by what he did in this last game? Do you think he will do that same thing he did in the NFC Championship game to where he shouldn't have? He should have took the 3 and let his defense cook like they've been cooking that whole game.
You want to say yes, but given who Dan Campbell is, here's the thing, and this is one of the main reasons why his team loves playing for him, and you would want to play for him, and you just love how he is. Dan Campbell is going to die on his sword.
I agree.
He is going to go down the way he goes down, the way he believes, the way he believes. He is not he is not scared.
Yes, and he has faith, but
Yes.
don't you have to separate yourself from regular season to situational?
Yes, you do. Yes.
Definitely in the playoffs.
Yes. You went okay. Yes, at the end it is still football, but you cannot make critical in the playoffs. It's chess, not checkers.
You go with your eye, right?
You
go with what you see.
You go with what you go with. You go with how the feel of the game is.
And brother, I'm asking you this because it was against your team.
Yes.
And at the flow of that game, was the Niners moving the football on that
No,
Lions defense?
They were not.
So do you think if they took those 3 points, do you think you get to the Super Bowl?
It would have been. I'll say this: it would have been a lot tougher in that game if they keep the if they keep the 3 points.
I'll go with that. That's not a question that I was trying to put you as on
No,
the point
because
of a Niner fan. I was just going as a
because
football situation.
Because who's to say that the Niners still don't force those turnovers they did if the Lions keep those 3 points? And then who's to say that ridiculous catch that I make? Who says that happens also in that game?
That tip was ridiculous because it should have been an interception.
Yeah, it's almost like Jaquaski Tart in 2021 when he drops that punt.
God. Oh, crucified that young man.
Well, I mean, you'll never have an easier interception because Matthew Stafford basically just threw it up there like a punt, and it just went through your hands.
Is that the same game with Jimmy Garoppolo threw that interception backwards?
Yes, like a dumbass. That Jermichael Hasty tipped in the air. And it just took me back to Richard Sherman just tipping it up and Malcolm Smith just right there waiting in hand because Colin Kaepernick just wanted to throw it like a Crabtree even though he doesn't see Quentin Patton open in the flat to where it can get you closer, and then he decides, the one time I don't want to use my legs and I've been using them all game long, no, because I want to throw it to my BFF Michael Crabtree.
Wasn't that the same route that y'all ran in the Super Bowl?
No. He wasn't. Well, I mean, it could have been a quarter fade route. I don't know, but the fact is, you didn't see your guy up in the flat.
No,
but
you guys ran slants in the Super Bowl.
But
that's what that was.
Doesn't matter because just like he didn't see Reggie Bush open, or he didn't see Torrey Smith open when there was nobody on him in the huddle in St. Louis. And I mean, you got Torrey Smith doing jumping jacks like, dude, nobody's on me. Quick snap it and throw me the ball.
No football awareness.
None. Speak of.
Did you
And
think Aaron
again,
Rodgers was not? You think Aaron Rodgers when I saw that?
DeAndre would have saw that and would have thrown him the football. I mean, Lord, my non-deep throwing ass would have saw that and would have threw him the football. Good Lord.
Not if I'm playing. Not if I'm the defensive coordinator.
But that's here nor there. But
yeah.
it is nap time for the both of us, and
Indeed.
we was going to make this a rapid fire, but in since we gave y'all an hour anyway,
We got
but
talking, and that's what happens.
yeah, that does happen. But thank you to you guys for chiming in with us here on the Mizzle Dub Show. As still can't believe the Mets gave Juan Soto all that doggone money. My God.
Yeah, well. If it was any team, it was going to be either a New York team or Southern California team.
Mm-hmm. And yes,
Maybe
folks.
Texas, but that's kind of pushing it. But it was going to be a New York or an LA based team.
But also it can also reach up to 800 million, according to Jeff Passan of ESPN.
What?
So check this out. So, and this is from Ken Rosenthal. He said Mets can void Soto's opt-out after 5 years by escalating his annual average value from 51 million, that's his yearly salary, from 51 million to 55 million over the last 10 years.
Now, didn't I ask you if you think he'll finish that 15-year contract?
Well, I don't know, because like I said, he'll be 41 when that ends, because he's 26 right now.
Either he'll move on or he'll retire. Because ain't nobody. Because baseball contracts are mostly slightly guaranteed. More guaranteed than any.
Baseball. Major League Baseball contracts are fully guaranteed.
So that man got all that money.
And keep this in mind, folks.
Even if he does not finish that. So wait, no, he'll get
back in 2022, before he was traded to the San Diego Fathers, he turned down a 15-year, $440 million extension from the Nationals.
He banked on himself.
Yeah.
And look where he's at now.
Yes.
The highest fucking paid baseball player.
Yes. Richest contract in professional sports.
Ever.
Belongs to the 26-year-old.
Wait. It was Shohei last year, and we were like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're sitting here like, Juan Soto said, Shohei, you won the World Series. You beat me, but hold this.
And the fact that he told the Yankees to F off. He told the Bronx to F off and said, I'm going to Flushing, Queens.
It must have been something in that locker room, bro. Because they were just in the World Series last year.
Yeah, but maybe he's the fact that Rizzo and Torres are not coming back, the fact that maybe it didn't mesh with Aaron Boone. I don't know, but I mean, he wanted to. Hey.
Anyway,
I thought
good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Like Pop say, never get another man's pocket. So good for Juan Soto. As my brother say, thank you guys for chiming in. We appreciate your support. We're coming up on
300.
Almost 300.
300. 23 more to go.
2025 will be 5 years of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Yes. And we appreciate all you guys.
I think the super dope beat maker gonna have to cook something up for
300.
because we for 305 year because we can't use the intro no more because he opens up with the 4 year. We can ride it for because it's 4 years. You gonna have to. That's all right. I'm gonna talk to him.
But nonetheless, folks, appreciate y'all. We're gonna go take naps now as the super dope beatmaker will take us home. But try to enjoy this wannabe NBA Cup, and you know what? It has not been a good week for Kansas basketball.
No.
2 L's. One to Creighton. Other one to Missouri, I believe it was, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
You're correct. No, you're correct.
So yeah, not a good day for or a good week. As now Tennessee is your new number 1 in college basketball. Kansas drops all the way to number 10.
It's in 2 L's.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, there it is. And I think somewhere this week, or next week.
Somewhere. Bro, this weekend, the soap opera is back. Main event.
Saturday night's main event. And damn it, Jesse the Body Ventura returns home to do commentary on Saturday night's main event.
Does it just feel right?
It feels right, yes.
Right?
So, which, by the way, that is on NBC, by the way. And I hope they bring back the music. That would be dope. But anyhow, good night. It's 5 o'clock some damn where. And you have been watching episode 277 of the Mizzle Dub Show. And that deserves a yeet. And through the new day. Separate. Go away. Go solo. Go on your own.
It's good. It's good. But we'll get a repeat of the young one taking us out. Good night, good morning, wherever you may be watching the Mizzle Dub Show. We appreciate you.
And make sure you have good coffee.
I'll have that later on when I wake up.
Maple